You know how those massive channels seem to be everywhere at once? They have shorts, reels, TikToks, and clips popping up in every feed you check. They clearly have entire teams dedicated to turning one long interview into a pile of viral content. Meanwhile, if you are a one-person show, you are probably stuck juggling the camera, the editing, and the thumbnails. You are struggling to keep up with posting schedules and finding time for creative strategy. Frankly, you never get around to testing different versions because editing one clip takes hours. Or maybe you are burning through cash, paying $50 to $300 every time you hire a freelance editor. That gap between you and the big channels used to be their massive, unfair advantage. They could simply outpost you and win the algorithm race every single time. But here's the truth. The game just changed, and it did not change with more expensive gear. It changed because of smarter, faster, and more efficient workflows. That is what I want to talk about today, how to punch way above your weight class. We are going to turn long videos into viral-ready clips quickly, cheaply, and consistently using Vizard. Let's be real about what actually works on YouTube and social platforms. Success isn't just about putting out one single high-quality long video. It is about distribution, constant iteration, and staying in front of your audience. You post a long podcast, and for the first 24 hours, the algorithm is judging your reach. Short clips act like seeds, pulling new viewers into your main channel. Big creators know this, so they build systems to test dozens of hooks, thumbnails, and angles. If you don't have that system, you are essentially leaving views and growth on the table. That is where Vizard becomes a real cheat code for your content strategy. So, what does Vizard actually do that is different from everything else? There are 3 core things that change the way I work, and they are incredibly effective. The first is auto-editing viral clips. You feed Vizard a long video, like a 90-minute interview or a 20-minute tutorial. The AI automatically finds the exact moments that are most likely to perform well as short content. It doesn't just chop things up randomly at fixed intervals. It looks for excitement, energy spikes, punchlines, and cliffhangers. It creates that thumb-stopping behavior that keeps people glued to the screen. Instead of spending hours scrubbing through raw footage, you get a batch of ready-to-post clips. They already feel like they were handcrafted by an editor who understands short-form storytelling. The second core feature is auto-scheduling. This is totally underrated because you don't have to babysit your posting times. You set a cadence, like 2 clips a week or 5 clips a day. Vizard will queue and publish them for you based on your own preferences. Consistency is what wins on these platforms, and scheduling removes the human bottleneck. No more scrambling at midnight to upload a clip because you forgot. The third pillar is the content calendar. This isn't just a calendar, it is a full-blown control center. You can see what is scheduled, move things around, and tweak captions in one place. Managing posts for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts without flipping between apps is a massive time saver. It reduces mistakes and keeps your brand looking sharp across every platform. Now, you are probably thinking, there are other tools that do parts of this, right? Sure, I used to try a combination of different apps for transcripts, mobile edits, and scheduling. That workflow sort of works, but it is friction-heavy and exhausting. You still spend way too much time stitching, reformatting, and choosing aspect ratios, and hiring a freelance editor gives you polish, but it is slow and expensive if you are testing hooks. Vizard brings the whole loop together, which is why it is a game changer. Let me walk you through how I actually use Vizard step by step. Step 1 is simple. Upload the long video file. Whether it is a podcast, a lecture, or a gameplay session, it accepts most formats. Step 2 is hitting that auto-edit button. In a few minutes, the AI returns a batch of clips, from 15-second hooks to 1-minute context pieces. The AI suggests start and end points, plus it provides a caption-first thumbnail idea. You can preview all of them and pick the ones you want to push. Step 3 is where you tweak the clip to make it feel human. Maybe the AI picked a great punchline, but the build-up is missing, so I just extend the start. I can toggle the aspect ratio if I want to switch from vertical to horizontal for different platforms. I also edit the suggested captions to add my own witty line or a specific hashtag. Step 4 is using the auto-schedule feature. I set my frequency and preferred times, and Vizard spaces the posts so I don't cannibalize my content. It optimizes everything for when my audience is actually most active. Step 5 is watching the content calendar, which is honestly kind of addictive. You can see which clips are slated for which platform and drag and drop to reorder. You can even duplicate variants to run small A/B tests. That is exactly how you find that lightning in a bottle thumbnail and caption combo. Here is the magic. Instead of spending an afternoon on one clip, I can generate 20 variants in an hour. You can test those variants across platforms, and one of them will usually pull. Then you have an evergreen trend that brings viewers back to the long form. I did this with a 45-minute interview, and 2 clips got way more traction than I expected. It drove steady referral traffic back to the full interview automatically. Compare that to the old way where hand editing 10 clips would have taken days. If those old school manual edits didn't land, that money and time were just gone. With Vizard, you can test cheaply, iterate fast, and double down on the winners. Now, let's cover a couple of real-world FAQs that you might be wondering about. Does this feel robotic or generic? Not really, because it learns your style. Think of it as a smart assistant. It does the heavy lifting, but you retain creative control. Will this get me in trouble if I repost clips? No, as long as you own the original content. The point is repurposing your own long-form content into short-form to expand your reach. If you are clipping other creators' content, always follow fair use norms and platform policies. Is it actually better than just hiring an editor? For scale, absolutely yes. You can always use the tool to crank out winners and then hire an editor to polish the top ones. What about captions and accessibility? Vizard auto-generates them and you can easily edit them. That small step is huge. Captions increase watch time, especially for people watching without sound. Let's be honest. Tools aren't magic, and you still need content worth clipping. But most long videos have those moments. You just need a system to find them. Vizard removes the manual friction that used to make repurposing a slow, expensive afterthought. Here is a practical tip. Treat the first 24 to 48 hours like an experiment. Push 4 to 6 clips. Vary your thumbnails and double down on the one that gets the best retention. Another pro move is batching your content creation. Record 2 long videos, upload them, and let Vizard generate 40 to 50 clips for the month. You get consistency without the burnout. Some platforms give you a great editor but no scheduler, which creates another problem. Vizard bundles the powerful parts into a unified loop. Discover, refine, and publish. If you want to stay competitive, it's not about the fanciest camera or hiring a whole team. It's about leveraging tools that let you iterate faster than the competition. Vizard doesn't replace your creativity, it accelerates it. You can keep being the showrunner, the host, and the thinker. Vizard just does the heavy lifting that eats your time so you can focus on growth. If you are serious about scaling distribution, the workflow is straightforward. Record longer, rely on the AI to surface the best bites, and schedule them consistently. Test, iterate, and double down on what works. That is how small creators start beating big ones at their own game. In the next video, I will show the exact settings I use for the best performing shorts. Until then, start thinking about the last long video you recorded. It probably has 10 shorts hiding in it. You just need the right pipeline to find them.